Travel throughout Allah's wide earth. It has rightly been said that traveling drives away worries. Rabhu Muzi enumerated in his book, The Noble Scholar of Hadith, the various benefits of traveling for the purpose of seeking knowledge. He was refuting those who think that no tangible benefit can be derived from traveling through the lands. He said, "There is much profit to be derived from seeing new lands and new houses, in seeing beautiful gardens and fields, in seeing different faces and coming across different languages and colors, and in witnessing the wonders of different countries. The peace that one finds under the shades of large trees is unparalleled. Eating in the mosques, drinking from streams, and sleeping wherever one finds a place when night comes. These all instill affability and humbleness in a person. The traveler befriends all those whom he loves for Allah's sake, and he has no reason to flatter or be artificial. Add to these benefits all of the happiness that the traveler's heart feels when he reaches his destination, and the thrill he experiences after having overcome all of the obstacles that were on his way. If those who are averse to leaving their homelands knew all of this, they would learn that all of the individual pleasures of the world are combined in the noble pursuit of traveling. There is nothing more enjoyable to a traveler than the beautiful sights and the wonderful activities that are part of traveling through Allah's wide earth. And the non-traveler is deprived of all of this. Contemplate these prophetic sayings. If Allah loves a people, He tests them. Whoever is pleased for Him, there is pleasure, and whoever is angry upon Him, there is wrath. The most harshly tested people are the prophets, followed in succession by those who are best after them. A man is tested according to his religion. If his religion is strong with him, his test will be more intense. If his religion is weak with him, he will be tested according to the level of his religion. Allah's slave will continually be tested until he is left to walk on the earth without a mistake, to have to account for. Wonderful is the situation of the believer. All of his affairs are good for him, and this is only for the believer. If good befalls him, he is thankful, and that is good for him. If harm afflicts him, he is patient, and that is good for him. I know that if the entire nation were to gather upon benefiting you with something, they would only benefit you with something that Allah has already written for you. And if they were to gather upon harming you with something, they would only harm you with something that Allah has already written for you. The righteous ones are tested first, the best of them, then the next, and so on. The believer is like a tiny branch. The wind blows it to the right and to the left in the last moments of life. Abu ar-Rayhan al-Bayruni was a prolific thinker and writer whose pen rarely left his hand. He lived to a ripe age of 78, and throughout his life he never unnecessarily took a break from reading, writing, or teaching. Abul Hasan Ali ibn Isa said, "I visited Abu ar-Rayhan when he was on his deathbed. Upon entering, I immediately recognized that he was on the verge of leaving this life. While in that state, he said to me that there was an issue in Islamic inheritance law that we had discussed the last time we met, and that I had said something then that he now realized was a mistake. I felt compassion for him and asked him if it was proper for him to discuss something like that with him being so ill. He answered, 'I know that I am leaving this world, but don't you think it is better for me to understand the issue in question than to be ignorant of it?' I then repeated to him the issue, and he started to explain it to me. After we finished our conversation, I left, and upon exiting I heard a scream, and I knew that he had died. It is only lofty souls like his that remain strong right until the end." When Umar was bleeding to death after being stabbed, he asked his companions whether he had completed the prayer or not. Ibrahim ibn al-Jarrah said, "Abu Yusuf became sick and was vacillating between wakefulness and unconsciousness. When he regained unconsciousness, he asked me about a religious issue. When he saw the wonder with which I received his question, he said to me, 'No matter, We will study this issue in the hope that the knowledge of it perpetuates until it becomes the cause of saving someone. This is how our pious predecessors were. Every time they revived, while yet being on their deathbeds, they would talk about Islamic knowledge, either as a teacher or a student. How precious was knowledge to their hearts. In the last moment of their lives, they remembered neither family nor wealth. They only remembered the knowledge that was the toil of their lives. May Allah have mercy upon them.